This is going to suck. This is happening. So you know that Super Smash Bros. Song I uploaded the day before the game came? It only got like 40 views. Yeah, that changed.
Yes, I am.
You're on the vlog. Hell yeah.
Everybody get on it.
Wait, hey, this isn't Galaxy Funnies. Welcome, everybody, to the final Crimson Ender video of 2019, and by extension, the final Crimson Ender video of the decade. Once again, the Earth has completed a full revolution around the Sun, even though why we celebrate it today is totally arbitrary because the Earth's orbit is an ellipse, so it doesn't have a start or end point. It's also done this literally billions of times, so I don't see why this is a big deal. But that's besides the point. We survived another year, another decade without total catastrophe, which under this current administration truly is a feat. I hate it when people ask me what I'm going to be doing in 9 hours, 20 minutes. Come on, guys, I don't have 20/20 vision. Perhaps the most notable event that's happened on this channel in the past year was the explosion of my Life Late video, which I know it came out in 2018, but this is also a decade review, so I feel like it fits here. We can talk about it. On Thursday, January 31st, 2019, I was in my 4th period wellness class when my phone all of a sudden started blowing up with YouTube notifications. I remember it like how boomers remember exactly where they were when Kennedy was shot. New subscribers and comments kept pouring in, and I was confused. Really confused. I was antsy to figure out what the fuss was about, so despite my teacher's wishes, I took a peek at the YouTube Studio app, and what I saw was just absolutely crazy. A channel called Terminal Montage made a video about the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light campaign, and he featured just a few seconds of that video. He linked to my channel with the video in the description, and just like that, it began blowing up. Within hours, it became my most viewed video. Later that evening, it became my first video to break 1,000 views, and the next day, it had more views than every other video I have ever made in the past 4 years combined. All in all, that video earned me 550 subscribers and 90,000 views. And once again, I reclaimed my throne as the most subscribed YouTuber at my school. Take that, Mordecai. In 2019, I experimented with new formats of video. I started doing vlogs with the boys in lieu of these kind of talky videos that dominated the channel in the first half of 2018. I also took on my first real foray into educational content with the Max Explain series, with Brexit and the Big Bang. Something I fully intend on doing in 2020, especially with the upcoming presidential election. There's lots of things that need to be Max Explained with that. I also started making gaming videos again with Minecraft Review. My goal for next year is to upload more frequently and make higher quality videos. So let's change the topic and talk memes. Memes in 2019 continue to follow a distressing trend. The average lifespan of memes continued to shrink. At the beginning of the decade, memes lasted for months, now it's down to just weeks and days. Should this continue, by the year 2023, memes will last just hours. And just imagine that. All of that potential just dying anew. Should this continue, scientists foresee the end of memes as we know it. Also, TikTok is a thing, and it's shown itself to be a testament to how massively our generation's collective attention span has shrunk over the course of the past decade. Also, it's owned by a Chinese company, and China has been doing some very bad things over the past year that us Americans are terrified to bring up because our capitalist society cares more about making money than the human rights violations of an authoritarian government. Wouldn't it just be a real shame to lose that 1 billion person market? But you know, morality doesn't put food on your table. And YouTube has also been fighting a long, drawn-out battle with the federal government over COPPA. So I must warn you, this channel is not for kids anymore. If you're under 13, get out of here right now. No kids allowed. I don't want to get slapped with a $42,000 fine. 2019 YouTube was very weird. Guys, remember when Tana Mojo and Jake Paul got married? That was weird, and it was also not a legal ceremony, so I guess they're not really married. They just did it because there's some dirty clout chasers. And I think now we should take a moment and remember the tragic loss of our beloved creator, Etika. YouTube just isn't the same without him. If you're feeling like you might take your own life, don't be afraid to reach out and get help. You're never alone, and I will include resources in the video description. 2019 was a hard year for me, and it seems like it was a hard year for everybody. It was full of ups and downs, but in the end, we made it out alright. Through everything. We pulled through and came out the other side. The 2010s were a decade of great change. It began in the midst of the worst financial crisis the world had ever seen since the Great Depression, but ended with stock prices at brand new highs. All through the world, people took to the streets to protest for democracy and freedom. In some nations, regimes fell. Some collapsed into civil war, and authoritarianism took hold in others. Great strides were made for equality, but at the same time we grew more divided and polarized as a people. After years of pollution and warnings, people woke up to the grim reality of global climate change, with young people leading a new fight for the future. All the while, great innovations have been made in the fields of science and technology. Here we stand at this critical juncture of human history, at the end of one decade and the beginning of another. The next page in the human story is blank, and it's up to us whether it will be a chapter of great progress, prosperity, and unity, or one of continued division and unrest. The future is now in our hands. Thanks for watching.
We're no strangers.